Emma.
Hello, Ellen.
Wow.
Sorry.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
I haven't seen you in so long.
I have to do something. Have you seen me in that film?
Yeah, well, you wrote it. You wrote yourself to look like that.
I know.
Yeah.
It takes a lot longer to make me look like this than
Yeah.
it does like that. That's what's so upsetting.
No, the good thing is, no matter what you look like, somebody's going to say you look great. But what's up with that you decided, hey, that's what I want to... Was it a lot of makeup to do, or no?
No, it was only an hour. It was terribly upsetting. I said, you can't have finished already, surely.
It must have been fun to play with that one tooth right there, too.
No, but quite sometimes they're talking like that. I'll go and make that's how I look at all. And it was awful for the crew as well, because I had to, you know, if you look, she's all tight on her cheeks like that. And then there's this big plate with the tooth on things. So at the end of every shot, where I was playing her right at the beginning, there was this awful kind of alien-like moment when someone would bring a bowl, and I would get out of this whole sort of saliva-laden dentures would come out into this bowl, you know, and then they would be taken away and cleaned, and then I would eat something, or, you know, and then I would put them back in. And this happened several times a day, you know. And then I would forget that I was in this makeup, and someone good-looking would come on the set, and I would try and flirt with them. The whole thing was completely tragic.
That actually must have been hilarious, to try to act like... Because your eyes are looking one way, and your face is looking a totally different way. And why are you flirting with people? Don't you have a boyfriend, or aren't you married, or something like that?
Yeah, you know, something, whatever. I don't know. Oh, God, he's there!
Yeah.
Yes, that is indeed my glorious husband.
Now,
and my glorious daughter.
and your daughter, who I can't believe how big she is. Gaia. And how old is she now?
She's 6.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, does she want to do this? When she sees kids acting in the movie, does she look at that and go, I want to do that?
I don't know about that. All I know is that she does come into the bedroom in the morning and sell us tickets for shows in her bedroom later on that evening. So maybe she's going to go in. I don't know. But she's very... I mean, this is a case in point. Because look at her. She's like, I'm here... Yes, hello.
Yeah. No, she's...
And my husband was trying to protect her from the photographers until suddenly he found her standing in front of them just...
Alone?
And every time she came on set, it was hysterical. She would rush past me, yeah, hi, Mum, and go straight to one of the makeup ladies, sit down and say, you know, could you do my makeup? And she would come in looking like my daughter and leave looking like Joan Crawford. I'm not kidding. And then go and flirt with Thomas Sangster, who plays Simon. We're in deep trouble with that one.
Yeah, well, she's adorable. She really is. And I'm sure with you, I don't know him, but with you as a parent, a lot of spunk, a whole lot of spunk. So you wrote the movie. Is this based on, did you have a nanny growing up?
Not as nanny. And nannies I think of as rather professional people who were there all the time. We had a succession of what we called au pairs. Do you know that phrase?
I've heard of an au pair.
Young people who generally don't speak English and have come over to sort of get a bit of experience and learn the language. So it was more like social work than anything else for my mother, you know, because they were always going out with boyfriends and splitting up and getting upset and everything. And we had a very nice German one called Barbara, who I still write to, and then we had a really vicious Polish one who once stole sweets that I was given after my tonsillectomy when I was 7.
Oh, that's wrong.
That is wrong.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says, you don't steal a 7-year-old's Meltis Newberry fruits after she's just had her tonsils out.
Ever.
So I got up, I took my sister, I made some Marmite sandwiches, I left home.
Good for you. Where'd you go?
Thank you.
That's right.
I went round the corner.
And
we sat behind a tree and we ate the sandwiches. And then we went home.
And then you came back?
Yeah.
So that was your version of running away, 7 years old?
That's right.
But you must have been in pain, though, if you just had your tonsils out.
I know, and I made Ryvita. Can you imagine? It's that crisp bread stuff.
So I don't know if we know what Ryvita is here.
Okay, wait a minute.
Some people are shaking their...
Think of a crisp bread. Give me a name of a crisp bread. Rye crisps, yeah, exactly. Like those things that tear your throat open as you eat them.
You were eating that?
Yeah, that's how you lose weight. You're bleeding internally after you've eaten the crisp bread.
Well,
so you can't eat any more anyway.
Well,
that's why those things say, you know, makes you lose weight.
I don't know what that has to do with running away when you're 7 and eating them, but anyway.
It was the tonsils and the sore throat and...
I got that part.
Yeah, and then I went on to a sort of more like a stand-up style riff on the horrors of crisp bread and those things that are so rough.
Yes.
That they, you know, I'll explain it to you later.
All right,
after
good.
the show.
I'm going to write some of it down.
Okay, good.
How dare you? All right, we have to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about the movie, and I'm so glad to see you. All right, we were just talking about during the break when she was on the show, and you do such great accents, because on the show we did this gag where she's actually not British at all, but you're from...
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio, yeah. And from the sitcom we're talking about. But anyway, so we're going to play a game where, I mean, it's sort of like Celebrity, which we played before, where you hold up someone's name and we have to guess what it is. But I'm going to hold up a city, a state. What am I holding up? Do we know? Oh, it's just a type of accent, so it's regional. So I'm going to hold it up, and you're going to do the accent, and I'm going to try to guess what you're doing.
All right.
All right? And then you'll hold it up. So, all right.
Well, people talk like very slowly because it's very hot down there, and I think the whole
From the
idea,
south?
yeah.
Yeah, all right. All right.
How you do one? Okay.
All right. Don't mess with us.
CIA. That's not an accent, is it?
Yeah, I got a heart as big as...
Wisconsin.
You're just going to guess anything.
I have.
Go Longhorns.
Yeah. Oh, Utah.
The president is from this place.
Alabama. Texas.
Texas. I'll do one more.
Okay, so I'm talking to you really fast, okay? Okay, you gave me a clue. I'm going to give you another clue. They're very, very fast talking, and I played someone from here. She was married to the ex-president. That place.
Talking that fast?
Actually, is that the time? Sorry.
You have to go? You have to go suddenly. I have no idea. Chicago?
Yes!
I don't know. I'm so sorry.